your boy ABRAM with common knowledge. Let's go. Yeah. Episode 10 in this bitch, nigga. It's your boy ABRAM with common knowledge, and I just want to say it's happy motherfucking Monday. I hate you all. Go suck a dick and dive off a fucking bridge, you little bitch. I'm just kidding. I love you all. I really do. It's a beautiful day in Sacramento, California. Let me get my blunt ready. Actually, I wrote this blunt, and it's from an HD Swisher. I don't know if you guys are, if you all heard of HD Swishers, but they are pretty decent, pretty delicious. So if you have your blunts, bongs, joints, any smokable pipes that are able to smoke with us while we are recording this motherfucking podcast, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to my niggas and to my ghetto-mens, my ladies and ghetto-mens and gentlemens. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to y'all in this motherfucker right now. It's hella hot. Today it was like 101 degrees in Sacramento, California. And you know what? My boy still got my watch. Nigga Kesey, I need my watch. Anyway, on top of that, it was 109 degrees today in Sacramento, California. And we do have some fucking crazy topics to talk about today. As I will go on, oh shit, I'll get the name of the podcast going, you feel me? But until then, the podcast is not named as of right now. You know what I'm saying? So, with everything that's going on in the world, it's a lot that's going on in the world. Did y'all hear about those 13 boys who were trapped for like 3 weeks in a cave? And now Elon Musk, he's actually he's doing a device that is pretty much, the device is able to like go and get the kids, and pretty much they're called like escape pods, and the kids are able to fit inside the escape pod, and the divers are able to, like, you know, swim them out to go get them, so they could put them in the escape pods, and they use these escape pods to swim with the kids, and they're gonna be in the escape pods. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So shout out to Elon Musk for doing that. I really think that's powerful. That's really powerful. On top of what's really powerful and what's really sad is the U.S. Army quietly discharging immigrant recruits. More than 40 have been discharged so far from the United States Army. People, this is tragic. This is a tragic occurrence. What is happening? Because, I mean, goddamn, you're fighting for the United States. You're fighting for this country, and guess what? You are being pretty much discharged from the United States Army for being a fucking immigrant. You are literally risking your life. You're putting your life on the line, your family's life on the line, and you are trying to repay back a country who has been so good to you. But guess what? Donald Trump has signed into law to discharge these people, to discharge immigrants who are serving in the United States Army. And the real time factor is, what about their families? You know what I mean? Do you even care about their families? You know, it's kind of like you're crushing their family dreams. Just like the 2 people killed and injured after a 100-year-old oak tree crushes family sitting under the tree. This is a real story, people. This is how Donald Trump is crushing these little kids' dreams. Just like the oak tree who killed 2 people and injured 5. It was a 100-year-old oak tree that fell down onto a group of family members that were sitting down under the goddamn oak tree. And I don't think anyone said timber, but the shit fell and it killed 2 people and injured 5. Now, if that's not no Final Destination free accident type shit, you know what I mean? It's kind of sad, because it's like, I mean, you wouldn't know that this is a 100-year-old tree, but I mean, shit like that's been happening in my apartments. Like my old apartments I used to live in, these apartments were so ran down to where trees and limbs were just falling from fucking trees, big ass logs falling off, damn near hitting people, damn near crushing people. It crushed this little kid, but it didn't kill him, but he was stuck under the tree and shit like that. Little Mexican boy, a little strong little Mexican boy. Them little niggas got strong ass heads. That little boy wasn't even crying. He was just, hey, mommy, papa. I was like, what the fuck? But also, NASA invites the media to see the spacecraft that will touch the sun. NASA invites the. First of all, I would be like, come on, bro. Like, who will want to even get that close to the sun when it gets 110 degrees in Sacramento? I could give a fuck about seeing the sun that close, and I feel the sun on my skin when I go outside. And plus, my bubble has no air conditioning, so if I'm in a spacecraft, literally in my bubble, and it feels like I'm touching the sun by every time I'm driving in that motherfucker because it has no AC. So I'm in a spacecraft touching the sun every day. I don't need to go to NASA to go see a fucking spacecraft that is able to touch the sun. That is some most stupidest white peopleish shit I have ever seen in my life. Like I have ever in my life. I would not go in a spacecraft that could touch the sun. I wouldn't give a fuck about that. Honestly, like why would that float my boat or make my nipples hard? You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't even make my nipples hard. Like I don't give a fuck about a spacecraft that can touch the sun. Like, who gives a fuck about that? Like, honestly, we need to be more focused on things like a tick that can give you a meat allergy. Okay? And also make you allergic to a dairy product. I would be mad as a motherfucker eating a sundae and a tick get on me. And as soon as I'm done eating that sundae, before I'm shitting on myself. Or I'm all of a sudden allergic to dairy products. I'm eating a burger. Think about you eating a burger. A good ass burger, and a tick just hop on your ass and bite you, and all of a sudden you just develop these big ass bumps and razor bumps all over your neck, all over your body due to you eating some meat, and then a fucking tick bites you and gives you an allergy to that shit. Now that is pretty fucked up, right? That's more fucked up than NASA spending our hard-earned taxpayer dollars for a spacecraft that could touch the sun. Honestly, people, ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a fuck about that. And also, with the Lone Star tick situation, right? Do you think that a whole bunch of vegetarians will seek out this tick to get bit by it? Because, I mean, come on, think about it. Like, this is a vegan's fucking dream. Like, you are allergic to meat, and also you are allergic to dairy products. So, therefore, you have an alright excuse not to eat meat. I can't eat meat. I'm allergic to it. And also, I can't eat dairy products because I'm allergic to it too. Are vegetarians seeking out this specific fucking tick? And wait, hold on. For you conspiracy people, the real tie-in fact is that, do you think they invented this tick for motherfuckers? Because this is serious. This is the Lone Star tick that can give you a meat allergy and also make you allergic to dairy products. Now, if I don't know, to me, that is crazy as fuck. To me, that seems like a biological, chemical warfare that was made up in the military to literally attack people. You know what I mean? Because this is a tick that can give you a meat allergy. Okay? It could give you a meat and a dairy fucking allergy. Now, that is some shit. Also, man, shout out to my homie Richard Overton. Richard Overton, shout out, I salute you, my nigga. Richard Overton is a 102-year-old black man. He is the oldest man in the United States of America. This man is 112 years old. Like, god damn, you seen everything. You seen James Brown. You seen, this nigga seen, let me see, 112 years old. This nigga seen, god damn, how much shit he seen? He's seen the first cell phone, the first pager, the first refrigerator. God damn, hold on, what else? This nigga seen the first computer. This nigga seen, damn, I mean, can I say, did he see the first, the first ever supercharged type of car type shit? Like, what's 112 years old? This motherfucker seen the invention of Disney. You know what I'm saying? This nigga been around since Mickey Mouse wasn't a Mickey Mouse, nigga. This nigga been around before Donald Duck was Donald Duck. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker been around before. Nigga, he been around since Moses. You know what I mean? Nigga, top Moses, nigga. He been around since goddamn Stevie. He's been around since Stevie Wonder's been blind. You know. Oh shit. Oh shit! Shout out to my dude, bruh. Shout out to my homie, man. That's the homie. That's the real OG. That's the triple OG right there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, everybody want to get to that age. 112. You know, he eating good, hella ice cream and shit, smoking cigars. Fuck it, live your life, black man. Respect to Richard Overton. Also, I want to talk about the first black company, right? The first black-owned bottled water company to be sold. I'm not saying, my bad. That sounds kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure there's more black people that there's probably plenty of companies that manufacture bottled water that are owned by black people, but this is the first black-owned bottled water to be sold in Walmart. It's called Live Alkaline Water, and it's literally, it is 100% natural alkaline water that is bottled at the source from a natural underground spring that has been in their family for over 100 years. And this man's name is Robert McCrae, and he's a black family out in, I believe, North Carolina, something like that. My bad, y'all. And his family has a spring that has been in the family for over 100 years. And this water has been certified by the state that they're living in to be natural, to be 100% good. And it's being served, it's being sold in Walmart. So that's a major. You understand? That's water. That's a major point of any person's life is water. I will be real. You know, water is so imperative. You know, and I'm talking to myself too, because I need to start drinking more water, but instead of energy drinks and shit like that. But I feel myself to serve y'all. You understand? I make sure I'm energized. I make sure I have enough energy to give y'all the energy that y'all seeking. You know, I wouldn't get listens if I was just, oh, this is no, you want to hear that excitement. You know what I mean? You don't want to listen to a podcast that is sad. I bring information. I try to bring solid information to y'all. I want you all to go support this Live Alkaline Water. Hopefully it comes to the Sacramento area, but it's out in the South. So if y'all out there in the North Carolina and South Carolina, y'all could get the quality, good water like this, especially if it's a black-owned business. And to my black people, y'all go out there and go get that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something to really hone. This is our people. This is us. So in the sense of when it's something that has us in it, you go out there, you support that shit. You go out there and you buy fucking bottled waters. You go out there and you go buy those Live Alkaline motherfucking waters, because this is for we need shit like that. You know, black owned businesses that people own water and electric companies and solar companies and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because water is a very important source. Because in the Central Valley, we are plagued with contaminated water. You know what I'm saying? Poison wells in the Central Valley. We are plagued with nitrate in our waters. So we're not even getting natural spring waters in California. You know, in Sacramento, Modesto, and all the Merced and Fresno, we are all drinking contaminated water that is filled with nitrate. You know what I'm saying? This is a poison that could kill us, and yet we are consuming this. And it's kind of scary, because it kind of makes you think, like, what else are they fucking feeding us that we really don't know? Just like a man who fucking is selling for $29 on eBay a fucking McDonald's burger that is 6 years old. This burger is 6 years old, and he's selling it for $29 on fucking eBay. It hasn't molded. It still looks like it looks like an old ass burger, but it hasn't molded, no maggots or anything like that. The fries are still intact, and it's been sitting there for fucking 6 years. And he's selling it for fucking $29. And this is the shit that we're consuming. You know what I mean? It's we gotta kind of be careful with shit like that. Just, you know, so if you are out there in the southern states, go support that Live Alkaline water. You know what I mean? 180,000 pounds of cannabis dispensaries forced to get rid of 180,000 pounds of weed. Right? That is a value to $4 to $5 million, and this weed literally has to be disposed of. So this weed has to literally be thrown away. All right, or given to a company to dispose of it. It is $4 to $5 million worth of cannabis weed that has to be thrown away. This is fucking crazy. And I will feel so fucking, like, honestly, my heart is broken. When I read that story, I was like, no. 180,000 fucking pounds of marijuana just literally getting flushed down the toilet. This is a good product, people. This is some good weed. Like, I mean, $4 to $5 million worth of weed flushed down the toilet, gone, done, no more. Another topic I want to kind of talk about is, man, let's pray for Japan, y'all. The most powerful storm on earth is bearing down on Japan right now. I'm talking about, it's causing historic flooding, and 109 people have already died, and 2 million are ready to evacuate. So, you know what I mean? So this storm is a very serious storm for Japan right now. Like, I feel that the people, you need to just pray for the people in Japan, because I feel like these people are faced with really tough times, and families are having to be moved and having to be evacuated. And this is serious, because people, you know, in America, we sometimes think that, oh, it's only us, we only have to care for us. But you have to understand that there's someone out there who is suffering. These people are literally faced with death. It's the most powerful storm on earth, category 4 storm, that is getting ready, that is already pounding down on this little ass island, and it's 2 million people have to evacuate. 109 people already dead. So let's just really pray. Let's just really pray for Japan, and just really lift them up in our prayers, because hopefully that, you know, they would be safe, and that they would get to safety. And you know, hopefully the United States will go out there and fucking help. You know what I mean? And to, you know, help evacuate these people, because where are 2 million people going to go? This is 2 million bodies. It's 2 million people. You know, you have to put across ships. You have to put across, you know what I mean, airplanes and shit like that. Or can people even fly out of Japan? We really don't know. You really don't know at all. It's just really sad. You know what I mean? Just really pray. Just really pray for Japan. On a softer note, Drake, Nice for What returns to #1, and Scorpion, that mediocre ass album, breaks Michael Jackson and the Beatles records. Okay, so this dude is working. I feel like he's working on the billboards. He's working every single day to try to accomplish greatness. He just beat Michael Jackson and the Beatles records. This is huge. This is really huge for the culture of music, because, I mean, if you think about it, it's like this guy is working out here. He's literally giving it all what he has, even though with the Pusha T beef, he's still climbing to the charts. His shit just beat Michael Jackson and the Beatles. So therefore, he must be doing something right, even though the whole album to me is kind of mediocre. It's really not that tight. I kind of feel like he is going to stratospheres that people never really thought that he could do. You know what I mean? Like, he just beat the Beatles record, which I'm pretty sure they held that shit for years, and also Michael Jackson, who held that for years. But streaming is a whole nother story. I sometimes don't understand streaming. I kind of don't like streaming personally, because I feel like like for me, like you have to do, like, in the Netherlands and France and like the European countries, it's mostly, I think it's every 33 streams is 1 cent. So with that math being done, you have to do no, every 33 streams is $1. You know what I mean? So streaming is difficult, especially for the independent people who are independent because of such of a grind you have to do to become a household name in the game of music, especially being independent, because you're literally paying for everything out of pocket. You're paying for the shows, you're paying for your recording time, you're paying for your cover, you're paying, even though people who are signed to major labels are paying for it as well, but it's more of like you get a major bank loan, and then with that bank loan you're able to flip, do deals, and to pay that back, and it kind of gives you that, but in the sense of, but they always own something as well. You can never get nothing, or like my mom always said, there's never a such thing as a free lunch. There's never a such thing as a free lunch, because I'm gonna tell you something. They might tell you it's free, but you are paying for that shit in some type of way. If it's not with your time, if it's not with your just with your attention, or with you having to do a favor for somebody, there's never a free lunch. So to speak. So with that being said, you just have to keep going, and you have to just keep pushing. You know what I mean? If you're independent like myself, I know I'm an independent artist, just keep grinding and keep pushing. You know what I mean? Because something will break one day. Something will happen. Something will, honestly, it takes time for everything. Drake wasn't always this big. I remember when Drake just started out. Like, he had to climb. He was doing mixtapes, but he been in the game for a minute now. Now he's literally reaping the fruits of his labor. So the one thing that I don't like is people instantly get in rapping. Like, I've been doing this since I was 7 years old, and like, I didn't just instantly think, oh, I was going to make it big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I'm not shit at all, but I'm constantly grinding. I'm constantly going. I'm constantly trying to build. I'm constantly trying to find ways to maneuver the games and find like the analytic numbers of Instagram or Twitter and things, how I could become better and do things as in promoting, branding myself better. Like, these tools are honestly essential to getting to that top stratosphere, because you can't think that you could become anything without studying the game. You have to become a stewardess of the game. You have to study. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you have to just sit back and watch videos just to even get charged up to even push to do anything else, because we live in a time to where people think that everything is instant. You know what I'm saying? People think that everything is instant. People don't like to work for shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people think that you don't even got to go to school for it. People think that you don't even have to work hard for it. But no, it's not. People think once we go on Instagram, all this shit is curated for you. You know what I mean? Even when I do my Instagram videos, I place my shit up. I place my weed there, whatever, take pictures of it, make sure it looks good, and then I send it out to the masses. And that's like everything else. You can't look at a person's situation right then and think that's how they got there. Everything comes with time, everything comes with the grind, and everything comes with you honestly believing in yourself and you staying persistent. The thing is that people do not know how to stay persistent. And I know sometimes, honestly, it is hard because we do doubt ourselves. We doubt ourselves through every situation, through everything. But just don't think that entertainment, you could just make it with entertainment. You don't have to be an entertainer to fucking make it. You know what I mean? You could be a teacher and make it. That, if that's your success, that's your success. You could be a teacher and you could honestly have the world as you want it. You could be a chef, you could be a baker, you could be a tattoo artist, you could be a slimeologist, you could be a YouTube creator, you could be anything you put your mind. You could have that success. You could break records just like Drake is breaking records. You could break records in your own universe, you know what I'm saying, in your own little bubble, in your own circle. We need to stop living on the other person's identity, right? We're so used to living on the other person's plateau of greatness. When we look at Drake, or we look at Fatboy SSC, or we look at Mike Epps, or we look at Will Smith, or you look at Jaden Smith's Instagram, these motherfuckers is flossing, hundreds and bands, but where did they start? It wasn't always like that. You have to start from somewhere. And what I'm trying to say is that don't feel that, to the people who are going to school, you know what I mean? To the people who are just the regular common folk people, you are a celebrity within yourself. You understand? You are great within yourself. Don't think that you have to be part of the masses. You know what I mean? I'm giving y'all that TED Talk, real talk, because in the sense of people always feel that you have to be a part of the popular. That's why I always say I give my unpopular opinion on popular news subjects. And the reason why I say it is because I don't expect for what I say to even be any truth or fact. You understand? That's why it's like I just speak my mind on how I feel. Like, I don't expect for any of y'all to take any of this with a grain of salt. You could take it or you could leave it. You know what I mean? But in the sense of, don't always feel that you have to be with the popular group to get the popular success. Like, what is success? Right? What is success? What is popularity? You know what I mean? Like, we curate this shit. We listen, we read these magazine articles, and we watch these videos, and we think that that's success or that's popular. Nigga, no. You're popular in the shit that you doing. You know what I'm saying? The shit that you doing every day on the regular, you're popular. Don't feel that you have to always be a person that is doing the popular shit that is trending on Twitter to make you popular. I hate that type of shit. Don't be a trendy person. Be you. Be original. Be a person of unique characteristic building, right? Build character. Build character. As you see people growing up in life, that's how your character should be. It should be forever growing. You know what I'm saying? You never stayed a kid, right? You're always growing because why? You have a birthday unless you passed on. But even when you pass on, you're not gone forever. Because why? Energy is forever, never ending. It goes on. It's the figure eight symbol. You understand? It's forever. It's infinite. It's infinity. It's never ending. It's unending. It's the fucking pi. It's 3.14 forever. It never stops. It never ends. And that's how your life is. Right? When you transition onto that next realm, it's never ending. So don't feel that, as in you have to always stick with the popular crowd to become somebody as in importance. You are important. People do love you, right? People do think you're special. People do think that you have more to give and you have a lot to receive in this world. And then so as you receive it, as you get it, you should give it back. That is the secret of the universe to me. Is that when you give, bro, you should give, because as you keep on getting and you keep on giving, that's how your cycle is going to forever be. You're going to always get shit. Because as you're a giving person, that's how things always come to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just for you to have to find the realness and the truth within you. Find your truth. Find your truth. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Find your truth and find that success. Find your truth within yourself. And that's the problem with a lot of people, is that we don't have the faith within ourselves. We don't hone that. And we're selfish with ourselves. We're selfish with our goals. We're selfish with our life. And that is not your truth. Your truth is you finding your passion, you finding your love, you finding your success, you finding your gain, you finding your access of becoming that person of greatness in your own realm. Stop thinking that you have to be great by someone else's standards. That is so stupid to me when people feel that, oh, I have to pretty much illuminate to this person's greatness. You know what I mean? Like when you kind of sometimes like use people as inspiration, there's a difference to trying to be like somebody. When you try to be like somebody, the only thing you are is igniting their footsteps, because you're trying to be like them, so you are igniting their energy. You're casting all of your energy into the next person's energy, and that's making them bigger. Just like religion, when you go to church and shit like that, I'm sorry to my church followers, you know what I'm saying? But just like you're emulating this energy of, Jesus and the passion of all this, you are emulating that energy. But what is that doing for you? You have to emulate, you have to praise your energy to create that success. You know what I'm saying? And you have to learn how to educate yourself. You have to learn how to lead by finding information to inform others, to give them the keys so they could open up the doors that you had a hard time opening. You know what I'm saying? You had to pick locks. You had to motherfucking ask for padlock numbers and kick shit in. You don't gotta, you have to learn how to pass the keys. You have to learn how to pass on information, and also not only information but key fucking facts. Because a lot of niggas walk around here with information. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, fuck your information. I need facts to get this, you know what I'm talking about? I need facts, nigga, to get me to that next level. Nigga, fuck your hypotheses and dichotomies and doctrines. Nigga, I need pure facts to get me to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? You're talking that fast talk. I need that real fact talk. You know what I'm talking about? Because for me to reach that extra plateau of where I need to go, whoever I'm hanging around needs to have that source of information to give me the facts of me opening up the door to get through to my success. You know what I'm saying? And in the words of my great brother, who I always pull from and who was a great scholar, Malcolm X, is without education, you're not going anywhere in this world. And this is your boy Abram with Common Knowledge, and I'm signing off. Peace.